Alhamdulillah nahmaduhu wa nasta'inuhu wa nastaghfiruhu wa nu'minu bihi wa natawakkalu wa na'udzu billahi min shururi anfusina wa min sayyiati a'malina. May yahdihillahu fala mudilla lahu wa may yudlilhu fala hadiya lahu. Asyhadu an la ilaha illallah wa asyhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh. Sallallahu alaihi wasallam tabaraka wa sallama tasliman kasiran kasira amma ba'd. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Wa man ahsanu qawlan mimman da'a ila Allah wa amila salihan wa qala innani minal muslimin. My dear brothers and respected elders, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala showers so much blessing. We are able to listen to the talks about Allah, about His orders, and on how we'll be able to obtain Iman and faith towards Allah, so that we can obey the orders of Allah with sincerity, with ihsan, with ihtisab, with ikhlas. You're not able to obey the orders of Allah in the way shown by Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, with sincerity, with ihsan, and with ihtisab. A very great honor. It's a very great gift that Allah will ever give to anybody in this world. But most and almost all the Muslims, if they are able to obey the order of Allah, they are only able to obey the order of Allah, but not in the way shown by Master, not with ikhlas and what to say, ihsan and ihtisab. So it is simply obeying an order, and to Allah is an order without a soul, obedient without a soul, having no soul. We perform prayer but without soul. We perform prayer without having ikhlas and ilm. So it is without soul. It's just like, piece of, we call it piece of dirty clothes, which will be thrown to the faces of those who perform it. Will not raise to the heavens. It will not be accepted. These are the orders, these are the amal, the actions of almost the entire people who have claimed themselves to be the believers in this world. Why? I asked someone, I asked Rashidi many times. He's about 45 now, too old to live. How many more years will have? We do not know. Neither him nor us will know. But certainly will not be very long. It could be only when he's 50, 40, 55. Like Yazid, he's already 50. 50? So how many more years? Could be still 60, 63. But still, when I asked him, do you have khushu in your prayer? He said no. Rashidi, I asked him, do you have khushu in your prayer? No. He's been answering to me no for so many years. I didn't ask last time, now I ask. But certainly he hasn't got khushu in prayer since the day when he started praying. And I asked him, when do you start praying? You start at 14, at 13, praying. The picture of praying. But not the real prayer. It's only a picture. That time I was a kid, and still a picture now. So what a shame, what a tragedy, that we have been praying for 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, and yet our prayer remains without soul. Our prayer remains to be like dirty clothes, which will be thrown upon us once we have completed the prayer which will never enlighten and raise to the heavens to be accepted by Allah. This is tragedy, my brother and sisters. There is a real tragedy that after praying for so many years, still our prayer is like dirty clothes, which are thrown upon us and are not able to raise to the heaven and accepted by Allah. What are we going to do with it? Are we thinking? Are we worried? Or are we not? The question is, are we worried? Are we worried? Rashidi, are you worried? Are you worried? You know what it means? Are you worried that your prayer are not accepted? No, he's not worried. Are you worried, right, Anzar? Right, Yazid, your prayer are not accepted? Not worried. Little bit. Samad? Not worried. So why we are not worried, my dear? We are going to die, and naturally will be us. And if we do not have a salat which are accepted by Allah, what else will we have in the hereafter? Not to talk about other deeds, giving charity, going for Hajj, fasting in the month of Ramadan. We are just talking about salat, as to whether our salat is accepted or not. How it will be the other deed of us or action of us will be accepted when our salat are not accepted? Definitely, when our salat is not accepted, the other deeds of us will not be accepted, my dear. Because that's why they say, if his salat is good, the rest will follow. So we know ourselves. We don't have to deceive ourselves. And we do not have to tell lies to ourselves that, oh, my prayer is khushu. Nobody will ask you in this world. I tell you, only me. Nobody will come, are your salat khushu? They will ask you. You have to know yourself. We're praying in Ramadan, we're praying in Hajj, we're praying while we're performing Umrah, all without khushu. What it means by khushu? Khushu means to remember Allah in salat. If you remember other than Allah in salat, it means no khushu. I pray as Imam in fajar, reading very short surah. I read Kul Huwallahu Ahad and Kul A'udzu Birabbin Nas. After the completion of Salah, I asked Rashidi, do you have khushu in that very little time? He said no. He is simply, giving the same answer again and again, that he has no khushu. I just want them to get worried. They're not. Even though I've been asking them, they're not worried. The reason why I ask them so that they get worried, they're not worried. Why they are not worried? Someone? They don't have the belief to the bottom of his heart, the real belief that there is a day of akhir, there is a day of the hereafter. On the day in which we will be asked about our actions on the field of Mahshar, our good actions and our bad actions, is already written in the book of our records. There were two angels for every one of us. One angel is writing all the deeds, all the action, and the other angel is watching and observing. The other angel who are not writing will become the witness. The other angel is writing either good action or bad action, even a minute action, Allah says, even a minute, as small as zara of action of the sun, children of Adam will not go unnoticed, will be written. Are you having the fear? No. That your bad action, of course, the good action. Now our salat has not become a good action. That's why salat has the power to forbid evils, Inna salata tanha anil fasha wal munkar. Certainly salat prevent the person from committing evil deeds, fasha and munkar. Which sort of salat? Not any salat. The accepted salat. The accepted salat, which is a salat with ilm, with iman, with ikhlas, with ihsan. At least with ikhlas. So we have to work, my dear brothers and sisters. I'm not saying this because I like to talk. I want you to think how to obtain this salat which are khusyuk, which are sincere. You won't have khusyuk unless you are sincere. You have to think. And you have to not only thinking, you have to try to, get the salat which are required. And I'm here to tell you how and to show you how. Why? Because I have obtained the salat which is khusyuk. I'm the only one in the whole entire world who has khusyuk in prayer. So I'm the only one who can teach you. But if you don't follow, like Rashidi and Sufyan and all of you, even though you listen my lecture, but it will not benefit you because you didn't do it. What I say, and you didn't do it. What I told you to do, you don't want to do it. So you are to be blamed if you are unable to get the correct salat. None to be blamed except you, because you have made the choice not to follow me, not to obey to the minutest detail. You don't decide on yourself. I follow what I like. I don't follow what I don't like. What I don't like, I say it's not true. What I like is true. No. You see? So my dear brothers and respected elders, obedience is the door to deen, to the religion. We will have deen, we will have Islam with us if we obey. Obey who? Allah and His prophets. And now there is no prophets. I'm the naib of prophets. You have to follow Allah and the naib of prophets. If you fail to do this, you will not get the deen or the religion. It is a door. Ta'at, obedience is the door towards having deen in our life. No obedience, there is no door. The door is closed. We will never be able to obtain the deen. So you have to be obedient. You have to do the way has been shown to you. And I'm doing doing the work, preventing the people from evil, inviting the people to good. And I'm showing you, you have to see and learn and seriously obey. But if you don't, I bring you many times, one after the other, following me. For what reason? To learn. After some time now, I'm not permitted to bring them anymore. Why? They fail to follow. They fail to learn. That's why I couldn't bring them anymore. The time to learn has expired. It's too long, learning without obeying. Only learning without following. Just following me only in Gash. So now they are not permitted to follow me in Gash any longer. Why they are not permitted? You see? Because they only follow and never obey. They are just like a stone who want to hear what I say, they will not want to see what I do, what I did. As a result of that, they will not get. For what reason they are not able to get until today khushu in prayer after following me for nearly 10 years, 15 years, 12 years? It's ridiculous. Certainly the reason is because you don't do what I've said. You don't do what you have seen me doing. Definitely. So there is no obedience, there is no deen. Deen or Islam is obedience. If you want Islam, if you want deen, you must obey Allah and the prophets of Allah. In the absence of the Prophet Allah, the naib of the prophets of Allah. There is no prophets after Muhammad SAW. I don't claim myself to be the prophet. I'm only claiming myself to be the naib of prophets. That means the followers of Muhammad SAW who is chosen to do the work of Muhammad SAW. I've been chosen to do the work of Muhammad SAW. I'm not like all the other false prophets who claim themselves prophet. There's so many in the world. Yeah, not only in India. Ghulam Ahmad, who has claimed himself to be the last prophet. He's the and there's so many false prophets also in Indonesia, in Malaysia, also many parts of the world. But these people are devils, They are the ones who are trying to deviate the people to them, to make people to go to hellfire. Some not only claiming to be prophet, claiming to be God. In Malaysia, I didn't know any other parts of the world, but in Malaysia, in Terengganu, there's even a simple man, a rubber tapper, got no job. But the reason why he come to a stage of teaching false religion, when his daughter married to a person who also who are also teaching false religion, and he learned from him, and he started to claim himself as reincarnation of Shiva, of Lord Shiva. So he told the Hindus that I'm the one who created the religion of Hindu. I'm the reincarnation of Lord Shiva. So the Hindus believe in and go and wash his leg and drink the water and bow towards him. It is in the YouTube. His name is Ayapin and he has died. Their God also has died, they still call God. Such a stupid people now, when their heart are blinded, when their heart is closed, when they have been made not to see the truth. You can't do anything to them, almost. So when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala curses us, then it means Allah made our heart to be devoid of the light, which will enable us to see the truth. And it means the door to guidance to the true path has been closed. This is what it means by Allah curses us. So Allah curses the devils, the angels, and Allah curses the jinn, Azazil. He has made to be a person whom that his heart is closed or corrupted, and his heart, he is unable to receive guidance from Allah. And Allah says also, that when we, the believers, disobey the order, of inviting people to good and forbidding people from evil, Allah will curse us. And Allah will make our heart corrupted. What it means by Allah curses is as Allah has cursed the jinns, Azazil. Allah has made us to be unable to be guided to the true path. And our hearts devoid of the light, which enable us to see the truth. And this is what happened to us now. we are not inviting the people to good and preventing people from the evil. We do not know even what it means evil, what it means good, simply. Most people are unable to understand what are evils. Evil is when people making zina. Evil when people kill another people. And that's all they think. When they talk about evils, they think of what? Murder and sex, illegal sex. They don't know any other evil. Evils, you know what it means? Evil is disobedient to the order of Allah. No matter whatever, Allah has prevented us from doing, we are doing it, that is evil. And when Allah order us to obey and we disobey, that is evils. When we transgress the orders of Allah, that's evil. When we are doing things which are forbidden, that's evil. Not only we are doing things which are forbidden are evils. When we disobey the order of Allah, we are doing evils. So Allah has ordered us. It's a very important order of Allah. It is the first order of Allah given to those who has recited the great kalima. There is no God except Allah and Muhammad is the messenger. And that to disobey that order is not a small evil, it's a great evil. The greatest of all evils. And these are not known to the believers, are not known to the Muslim, to the so-called Muslim. That the greatest of all evil is to disobey the order, to recite the great kalima and to do the work of inviting people to good and preventing people from evil. So everyone who has recited the kalima must obey the order to invite mankind to good and to prevent mankind from evil. And the greatest evil which are committed in this world now, not now, anytime, is not willing to recite the kalima and not willing to do the work of inviting people to good and preventing people from evil. And almost evils are rampant. Evils are rampantly committed. Almost everywhere we are seeing people not willing to recite the kalima. Everywhere we are seeing people who disbelieve in Allah, who obey other gods than Allah. Are they not evils? Oh no. Evils only when we committed illegal sex. And when we steal, when we kill. That's known as evil. Very limited scope. All the rest are not evil. We can do. So we don't need to invite the non-Muslim to recite the kalima and to do this work of inviting people to good and preventing people from evil. And we don't have to invite the Muslim who are not doing the work of inviting people to good, preventing people, because they are not evils. They're just a choice. Either you want to do or not to do. They say it's a choice for a believer to do the work of dawah or not. But, it is definitely evil when you kill someone. The whole France and the whole world is at the outrage when someone slaughter a teacher, hates, slaughter. When 18 years old young, when we call a Muslim, so-called Muslim, went straight to that person and take off his head. Take off his head or not? So the whole France and the whole world are at outrage, are declaring these are evils. And the Muslim too, the so-called Muslim, the whole world also knows that's evil. But some are not. They say, yes, good. Well, Prophet Muhammad SAW was humiliated even more than that. I don't think if anybody showed the cartoon of Muhammad SAW to him or to the companion, Prophet SAW will say, kill him. If there is any incident of such, then we may follow, you know. But if it hasn't got any cases as such, we shouldn't follow, because it is not the sunnah, the practice of Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. So we must follow him. We shouldn't do things out of our mind. So that guy who slaughtered that man, who is teaching the cartoon of Muhammad Sallam, why they make the cartoon? They want to humiliate lah. They don't only make cartoons of Muhammad, they also make cartoons of the Lord of the Christians, the Lord of the Hindus, they say lah, that company. Their work is just to humiliate religion. But the president of France say they have the right to do what they like. So let the people of France do what they like, humiliate each other. Will that be good? Why Macron allow them and not allowing other people? So everybody can humiliate each other, humiliate any other religion. Not why they humiliate all other religion? Because they don't want people to believe. They are, communism. There are people, who are now communism, but they don't declare themselves. What is the basic tenet of communism? It's not to believe in God. So anybody who believes in God, Christian or Jews or Hindu, they say we must attack this. We must make fun of them. The Indian Hindus, they support France. It means they support those people who humiliate God. That means they don't believe in God. China, yes, they are their party. China, they don't believe in God. But Indians, why you support the France who humiliate people who believe in God? You don't believe in God, the Hindus. The Hindus must believe in God, not Hindus in India. Even the cow become God. Even the tree can become God. Even anything can become God as long as you think that He save you and He nourish you. There's one man in India, there's nowhere else in the world, who believe Trump is God. They worship Trump and have picture of Trump. When Trump was infected by COVID-19, he was very sad. He was so sad, his mother said he can't even eat, and then he died. There is a person who died, because of Trump. You see how much Trump has been highlighted by some people to the level of God. There's no wonder there are many in America, who voted for him, even though he's almost the worst and the most corrupted president of America, I believe. And yet, there are many people who worship him and adorn him and love him. I don't know why. And probably these people will certainly vote for Trump in this election. But Biden seems to be heading, but the election has not completed. The same thing has happened to Hillary Clinton. Hillary Clinton. He was heading in the beginning, but finally Trump overtake her. So with this case, we do not know also until the end of the election. So my dear brothers, the people of India, they worship everybody, anything that come over them and come passing them. So when they support this, they are humiliating not only the cartoon, not only the prophet of Islam. Macron was saying, they also making cartoons of other gods. Why you make cartoons of gods of other people? You respect them lah. These are the people we should not be allowed to thrive in France, in any way in the world. If we believe in having a community of world people who respect and live side by side with honor and grace. If we don't believe that we want to cause chaos, we want to cause trouble, then we allow people to humiliate each other, make fun of other people's gods. Certainly people will get angry with you, Macron, or with anybody who humiliate their God. You don't have God, naturally people do not know how to humiliate you. But you say, okay, we don't want people to have God in this world, to believe in anything. So we humiliate their God, we humiliate their prophets. And you must have a sound mind to understand these people are not willing to be humiliated. If you are humiliating their prophet, you are humiliating them. If you are humiliating their God, that you are humiliating them. So certainly they will kill you. And they cause, So Macron says we want to make the constitution of France to be, obeyed by all people of all religions. That means can humiliate each other. Freedom of speech. So you make it and let the others who are stupid follow it. You allow people to humiliate each other. This is freedom of speech. Freedom of speech means you can even speak you also can speak what humiliate others. Okay? Do it, France. You see what will happen to your country. There'll be chaos, there'll be trouble, there'll be fighting, there'll be war forever and ever and ever, and you will never be able to develop France again to become a respected country. It was full of people who are disrespecting each other. You must, make a law that you should not disrespect, should not utter words which disrespect others. Like Malaysia, you cannot utter words which will make other races having discomfort. You shouldn't utter words. They call it what? The law? Samad? You cannot utter words. It's called in Malay seductive words, or words which seduce hatred. Cannot. If you said any of that, you can be brought to court under seducing acts. Mahathir said we cannot allow this because we are people of many races. We cannot make them to have chaos. We cannot have this country to have chaos and war with each other, fighting, killing, become bandits. So we must have that law preventing seductive acts or seductive action or seductive talks being spoken anywhere. Neither the Chinese, nor the Malays, or the Indians, or any race cannot speak to humiliate other races. Not religion, races. Also the religion. We can't say, we humiliate the cow in Malaysia. It will hurt the Hindus, isn't it? The Hindus are not hurt if Macron and the French people humiliate their cow. It's their God. Certainly the whole India, but no, say we stand behind the France. Okay, India, you are stupid. You have people who believe in God. China, no. There are two countries now at war. Hidden war. The Cold War between China and India. India are people who believe in God. All gods. Not only in Allah. Some believe in Allah, some believe in this. But Indian don't. There's no Indian, I think, in India who doesn't believe in God. One of them believe in Trump become God. Maybe many more, That's the only one who died, being shown in the YouTube. But China, they don't believe in any God. This is atheists. And these atheists are so smart and so intelligent and so proud, saying to the whole world, we are in the true path. Last time the Russians are the one who do not believe in God. But now they come back slowly. Now the president of Russia, what's his name? Putin. They allow churches to open and all that. Catholic church, Islam. Russia was not like that, like this before. They were like China. China followed Russia. Same as Korea, Vietnam. They are all people with no God. Okay? So you don't humiliate people with God. We don't humiliate you. Why you humiliate us? Don't become so smart and saying that people are all stupid and you only good and you can do whatever you like. People will revenge upon you and will do something to you. As a result of that, there will be chaos. So, in order to bring peace and happiness, we must have a rules, a law, preventing people from humiliating each other. As simple as that. You don't understand the reason why we should have that law? Shouldn't humiliate. We should allow freedom of religion. Anywhere in the world. Somebody can believe in us as well as we can allow people not to believe in God. It's your choice. But we shouldn't let each other to say words or do things which humiliate others. This is the basic tenets of trying to live with peace and harmony with each other. Otherwise, we'll have a world full with war and fighting. You know why the Battle of Vietnam has arose? It's just because the American America who is the master of democracy do not want communism to spread to the South Asia. They start to help Vietnam, South Vietnam and attack North Vietnam. As a result, so many died. The useless war. Just because America is doing that, because they want to protect communism from spreading to South Asia. There was a theory. So they believe in that theory, they start and fighting for so many years. At the end, get out from Vietnam. So what happened now? There's only one Vietnam, North and South Vietnam. Similarly, North Korea and South Korea. Because we don't have tolerance, If you have communism, okay, I will tolerate you, but you should tolerate us who have chosen democracy. And you should tolerate us if we choose Islam. Why you don't tolerate others? You want people to tolerate you but not others. And not you to tolerate others. That is not right. You must have a world of tolerance, where you can do whatever you like. Allah allows us to do what we like. Allah do not say you must follow what I say. No. I will still give you food. Will still nourish you. Will still give you the time till your death. But you sure to be punished. In this world a little bit, and in the hereafter if you disobey me. And that's about all. But I will keep all the punishment more in the hereafter than in this world. That's why the communists of China are not being punished so much. But they certainly will be punished in the hereafter because they don't believe in Allah. And they will be in the hellfire. I'm not saying the communists who don't believe in God, atheists, and those who believe in any other gods, like the Hindus, they will be punished in the hereafter. They will never be able to enter paradise. I'm telling you. You may think that I'm lying, and it's okay. But I will say to you, if you believe, you don't believe in any other God other than Allah, or you don't believe in any God, you certainly will be burned. Not in the hellfire, from the start of your grave. From the time when you enter the grave, you'll be punished. And if you wish to have that, then go on. I'm just telling you, you go on worshipping other gods. But you don't humiliate people with other belief. That's wrong. We do not have a sense of tolerance, we do not sense of respect. We respect even the devils, We allow the devils to devils say, I'm just inviting you to evils. You follow me. There's nothing wrong with me. I'm only inviting. But you follow me. Now you have to go to hellfire. Similarly, we invite the devil also to embrace Islam. We shouldn't say we cannot invite the devil. We tell the devil now, don't stop, inviting us to evil doing. You start believing in Allah. Tell the devils, please believe in Allah. Yes, you believe in Allah, but you obey Allah. Don't harm the children of Adams. Don't make them to disobey the order of Allah. Preach them. Preach the devils. And similarly, we can preach all the devil people, all the evil people in this world. We have to do that. We must. It is an order of Allah. Failing to do that will be cursed. And our heart will be broke, will be made without light, which are unable to see the truth, which will make us able to see the truth. We're devoid of that light. So that's why now we should not let these people of evil to flourish living in this world. We must invite them. But we must not humiliate them. We must be kind to them. We must respect them. But we must invite them to good and prevent them from evil, because that is the order which Allah has imposed upon us and we must do. Failing to do that, Allah will curse us. And Allah will give us punishment if we have the capability to prevent the evil and yet we don't do and we are seeing it, then Allah says we'll punish them before their death.